The bees buzzed and the girl who made friends. For our vocabulary words for the story. Number 1. Distress. Noun. It means great pain or suffering. Number 2. Frantic. Adjective. It means desperate or wild with excitement, passion, or fear. Number 3. Empathy. Noun. It means putting the same emotions, thoughts, or attitudes of another. Number 4. Honeysuckle. Noun. It means any of various animals with tubular flowers rich in nectar. Now let's start the story. Maya sat alone on the weathered swing, tears stinging her eyes. She felt lonely, adrift in a sea of laughter and chatter, as detached as a solitary dandelion seed carried by the wind. The playground buzzed with the joy of other children, a hive of buzzing friendships, while Maya remained like a lost drone yearning for connection. Suddenly, a frantic hum cut through the air. A fuzzy bumblebee, wings fluttering wildly, bumped into Maya's cheek. It spun in mid-air, dazed and confused. Seeing its distress, Maya's tears vanished, replaced by a surge of empathy. The bee reminded her of herself, lost and searching for a place to belong. Gently, Maya cupped the tiny creature in her hands. Its wings thrummed against her palm, a frantic rhythm like a desperate plea. She peered at its pollen-dusted thorax, searching for familiar landmarks. "Where are you trying to go, little friend?" she whispered, her voice filled with concern. The bee buzzed a short, agitated reply, then pointed its furry antenna towards a distant field of swaying wildflowers. A memory sparked in Maya's mind. She'd seen a bustling beehive tucked away at the edge of that field, nestled amongst the golden blossoms. Could that be its home? Holding the bee close, Maya walked towards the field, the sun warming her face and the wind carrying the sweet scent of honeysuckle. The bee buzzed softly in her hands, a trusting rhythm that soothed her loneliness. As they reached the field, Maya spotted the beehive, a humming orb buzzing with life. With a gentle release, she placed the bee on a nearby sunflower. The creature paused, then launched itself into the air, a joyous buzz trailing behind it. It circled Maya once, its wings flashing in the sunlight, then darted towards the hive. A wave of warmth washed over Maya, sweeter than any honey. In that moment, she wasn't lonely anymore. She had helped a friend find its way home, and the act of kindness had filled her empty heart with a buzzing joy. From that day on, Maya looked for lost souls, not just among humans, but in every fluttering butterfly and chirping sparrow. She learned that kindness was the sweetest honey, a nectar that drew friends closer than any playground chatter. And whenever she felt adrift, she'd remember the buzzing symphony of the bee hive, a reminder that even a single act of compassion could create a beautiful chorus of connection. I hope you enjoyed the story. Now let's move on to our multiple choice questions to check your comprehension. Number 1. Maya felt lonely at the playground because A. She wasn't allowed to play on the equipment. B. The other children excluded her and wouldn't play with her. C. She felt lost and disconnected, like a solitary seed floating in the wind. D. She preferred to be alone and didn't enjoy playing with others. Correct! Letter C. She felt lost and disconnected, like a solitary seed floating in the air. Number 2. How did helping the lost bee change Maya's feelings? A. She felt proud of herself for completing a challenging task. B. She realized she had a special connection with insects and animals. C. She felt a surge of warmth and joy from connecting with another being. D. She became determined to find a beehive and visit it to meet other bees. Correct! Letter C. She felt an urge of warmth and joy from connecting with other bees. Number 3. With 2 answers. What lesson did Maya learn from her experience? A. Bees are important pollinators and need to be protected. B. It's important to be helpful and kind to others, even if they are different from you. C. Kindness can spread like a buzz through the air, attracting friends and creating connections. D. Being lonely is a natural part of life and cannot be overcome. Correct! Letter B and C. It's important to be helpful and kind to others, even if they are different from you. And kindness can spread like a buzz through the air, attracting friends and creating connections. I hope you learned something from the story. See you next time. Goodbye.